Back with your girls, Meesa and Meah from you already know. It's M&M Live Radio. And as you guys know, it's March Motivation here on the show. And along with giving you that extra motivation that you need, we're also going to be talking to some of the dopest women that we know all month long. And we have our final guest on the airways with us right here, right now.
Yes, that's right, Meesa. She was in the biggest Christian hip-hop trio of all time and is now helping influence influencers to shift the culture. Her last name may be small, but with her recent success and ambitions to serve artists and entrepreneurs, this woman is a big deal with a bright future ahead of her. We want to welcome owner of GoodCity, Amanda Butta P Small, to the show. Butta P, how you feeling?
I'm good.
Listen, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with us here on M&M Live Radio.
Thank you, man. This is an honor.
Of course, man.
I honestly consider it an honor to hang out with you guys this morning.
Well, we're so excited. Let's go ahead and jump on into it. Now, as most of you all know, Butta P was in the biggest, and I mean the biggest hip-hop trio of all time.
Talk about it.
Rema Soul, and I mean, honestly, the first time we met was when Rema Soul had their highly anticipated reunion performance during A3C last year, and if you missed it, you missed it, y'all.
You missed it.
You seriously missed it. Now, although Butta has hung up the mic, you know, she's still heavily involved in the music industry till this day. Now, B, what made you want to go from being in the forefront in the music industry to now being, in a way, behind the scenes following your Rema Soul career?
Yeah. It's crazy because it all happened at the peak of my career.
Wow.
And, doing Rema Soul, it was awesome to be able to travel the world and be able to do music. It was a dream of mine, of course, since I can't even remember. I didn't know I'd be doing it in the capacity that I was doing it. But in that journey, I was able to meet so many young women on the road sharing their stories. And I just started to see you get to catch a glimpse of behind the scenes, and so I just started to see the need for more support for women.
Yes.
And of course, women, they were being vocal, but not really publicly. It was really behind the scenes and kind of amongst each other. And I kind of took a chance and made a vocal statement with one of my songs a few years back. And the response I got to the song is kind of what triggered me to really shift my perspective on what having a voice looked like. And so, I kind of just went through this few months of kind of gathering my thoughts and said, okay, God, you've given me this amazing platform. I'm able to go on stages every day, pretty much, and speak, to people. But am I really able to shift or impact what I'm doing? What place me in whatever position where I'm actually going to make an impact? And for me, I started seeing and understanding that in order for me to be able to give a voice and room for other women, it was going to have to take me coming off the stage and being able to sit in executive meetings and those type of things. And it was tough because I was at the peak of my career and everybody knew me as Butta P, but I started to see the need behind the scenes. And so, it was a moment of humility of saying, okay, are you going to choose what feels right, the spotlight, or are you going to be okay with stepping behind the scenes when no one probably is going to know that you're the one moving the machine? And for me, it was I don't need people to know that I'm moving the machine. I just need them to know that there's a machine moving.
Right.
And so that's really what triggered me changing, my position in what I was doing. And it's been awesome. I've been able to see the fruit of it. It's just been awesome, man. And kind of when you get behind the scenes and see who's moving stuff, it's mostly women.
Listen, talk about it. But one thing I love is the fact that you are able to be so transparent, and the fact that you are willing to put at the peak of your career, be able to step down, not even step down, but even be behind the scenes and help so many other artists and women. I absolutely love that. Now, like you said before, and like we said before, Bud is the owner of GoodCity. Now, talk to our listeners about what GoodCity is and what motivated you to start that company.
Yeah, so GoodCity, I've had GoodCity probably for about 10 years now. GoodCity was actually just kind of started as a umbrella label in order for me to help other artists, Rema Soul and then other artists that was with us in our camp, to launch their careers. And so we launched Gavi, we launched Social Club.
Yeah.
We've had several artists under GoodCity. And then through the years, it kind of has just expanded into this new thing where it's kind of stepping into this new phase. So GoodCity now it's the heart is still the same behind it. It's really to give artists an opportunity and a space to have freedom to create, right? And now we're just blessed now financially, and to bless people with resources now, where it's before it was like, yo, you need a design, I'll design it for you. Now it's like, oh, you need a design, I'm gonna pay a designer
Right.
to design something for you.
Right.
And so it's been good. So like I said, I've had it for about 10 years now. Now it's shifted now into a I use the word label loosely,
right.
but it's shifted into a label slash management slash publishing company. And so it's definitely has expanded in the capacity of where it works. And so we've had a lot of success in sync, doing music for TV and film. So I still do music, but I do it in a different capacity that you guys just don't hear about.
Right.
Okay. And it's interesting and even dope to witness, because Good City manages a lot of artists we play here on the show. Like you mentioned a few of them: Kanata Small, Klesso, even Gavi.
Yeah.
Everyone. When I tell you everyone, everybody has been killing it lately with these placements, music dropping left and right, and overall just constantly being on top of their game. But how does it feel to have such a great roster of artists, all individual in their own way, but yet still having them all succeed massively in their careers?
Yeah, so this is my dream, right? I want to shift what a label looks like.
Right.
And so for me, I always wanted to have artists in different places in their career. I didn't want to have all new artists. I didn't want to have all established artists. And I didn't want to have all artists doing the same thing. So if you look at my roster right now, they're all different places in their career. They're all doing different type of music, and they're all in different lanes, which I love. And for me, I'm very selective with who I work with, because for me, I want to make sure when I shoot my shot, it goes in.
Yeah.
And so I've been blessed to have some amazing talent. A lot of that comes from personal relationships, to be honest. Once there's a personal relationship, it helps me to really invest more of my time because for me, I feel like once you build a relationship with someone, you kind of start being able to take on their passion and their vision for what they're wanting to do. And so it's been really dope to be able to do that with a Klesso. Our situation with him is a little different, because with him, Bobby and I are partnering with him, and you guys are kind of getting the first announcement of it.
Dope. Let's do
Let
it.
us know what's going on.
That one just kind of slipped out, but let's do it anyway. So so Gavi and I, and we'll be making an official thing, but I guess this could be official. So Gavi and I are partnering with Klesso, and Klesso is just such an amazing talent, man. And then him as a person, him as a young man, like his heart for the Lord and his heart for people, like that for me was like, whatever you need, bro, like let's do it. Mm-hmm. And so Gavi and I partnered with him. We signed him on to a special joint partnership with Good City. He's in music.
Wow.
And so we're developing him. He's kind of like this cultivation of both management, label / everything. So Klesso is actually the way I'm excited about working with him, because the way we want to bring him out is going to look different than any other artist we've seen. Just the resources he'll have available compared to other artists that we've seen, especially at his stage in his career. He's new, and so we've been able to build him in the past year. And we're just doing it fluidly, and it's just so dope to see. And I'm excited the feedback people have been giving us about him. And so I honestly believe Klesso's probably gonna be one of the biggest artists in our space.
Listen, we're so excited I was so excited to see him also be a part of Saint Holy and a part of the success of that, but then also see him kill it at A3C last year, because he did so well. And I see, even though not knowing him personally, but you can see his passion, honestly, and knowing that you and Gavi are going to be able to partner with him in developing him and his artistry, and even everyone that you do already is so amazing. So I think that's so dope, the fact that y'all are just breaking molds and really raising up great artists. But listen, guys, your girls M&M are hanging out with the owner of Good City, the one and only Butta P.
Sir.
Now I want to talk about your latest endeavor right now. You announced that you're presenting a dope opportunity for women who are creatives and entrepreneurs, the She Rises grant. Talk to us more about the grant and what led you to offer it to today's women.
Yes. So I'm excited about this. I've been wanting to do this probably for about good 2 years now. the She Rises grant, what really triggered it was, again, I get to meet so many women like yourselves. Like, I love what y'all do.
Oh, thank
And
you.
so for me, it's like I love meeting women who are doing something that is making an impact in what they're doing. I love it. And I love especially when it's creative and it's out of the box. It doesn't look like what everybody else is doing. And it doesn't feel competitive, and I'm just trying to compete with. So I love that stuff. I love hearing women share their stories. But a lot of the stories, the underlying issue is usually the same. It's usually two things: a lack of support and a lack of resources. And so for me, I've been in the past 10 years been able to invest a lot of time with women. I've mentored a lot behind the scenes, a lot of young artists, a lot of females in general in our space. I've been able to mentor them time wise. And now I'm in a space where I was like, man, like, time is great, but they still need money.
Oh yeah.
And so for me, it's like being able to hear certain people's desires and being able to ask them, hey, what do you need? Like, if you had one thing to make this thing go to the next level, what does that look like for you? Majority of the time is they just need resources. They need money, right? And so for me, it was like, you know what? I'm in a space now that I want to invest. I not invest like that I'm taking a ownership or anything. I want to be able to bless people. I want to give you guys something that, hey, I didn't have this, but now I got it. I want to give it to you so that way you don't have an excuse as to why you can't get a laptop or you can't get a computer or you can't build a website or you can't hire a graphic designer. Like $1,500 goes a long way when you're launching something. And so that was really my heart behind it. It was like, I don't ever want, especially women, to feel like I can't do it because I have no money. For me, I feel like that is the suckiest reason, And so if I can help somebody, like, I just believe that's why God has blessed me, so I want to be able to bless other people. And so for women, that's just, I have a heart for them. I want to see them win. I can't be the only one winning, so I love when I have other women alongside me. Like, let's kill this thing. So you need money, let's get it. Go get what you need. Let's do it. And I want to see you guys win. And it's been dope to hear. I mean, we've gotten so many submissions already. It's amazing.
Oh man, that is awesome. And I love to hear it. When one person eats, the whole table eats. Man,
that.
I love that mentality.
And that's my heart.
Yeah.
If you watch stuff I say, like, I am the person, if I'm eating, everybody on my team is eating. I don't believe in, like, I'm eating everything and everyone else is getting scraps. Like, I want everyone around me to be successful. And so that's really my heart behind She Rises. And just it's kind of a twofold, like, not only am I being able to, my company's able to give financially, but now that we get to hear these stories and this helps us position them. It might not be something that I can personally use on my capacity, but if I know someone that, hey, I know someone that works at this company that could utilize your services, let me connect you guys. Like, you're building, this can turn into a dope networking thing to help other people connect with who they need to connect to in order to succeed and thrive in their businesses. And so that for me is like what gives me my power. It's like, let's go. That stuff is what energizes me.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. I'm so proud. Matter of fact, all of us here at M&M Live Radio are so proud of everything that you're doing, Butta. And like, when I tell you, for you to be blessed to be a blessing, it's such an inspiration. Because I mean, not only, like we said before at the beginning of the interview, that you have such an opportunity, and you use your opportunity to be in front of millions and perform at different things like that. But for you to understand that you had such a greater gift, even behind the scenes, that just truly proves that you have a God-given gift.
And I think the reason why I respect you so much is because you had the opportunity to use all of that for yourself. But I think what really speaks volumes is the fact that you saw that you had this power, and the fact that you were able to push that to so many other influencers, creatives, women. Like, that is so inspiring.
It truly is. But we have to thank you again for hanging out with us here on this week's show. But before you go, give everybody your social media so that they can follow you and how they can learn more about Good City and She Rises brand.
Yes, make sure you got all my tags are all the same. It's Butta P, BUTTAP, or you can follow Good City Music on all social medias. Make sure you guys follow. There's gonna be some crazy stuff coming this year. I'm launching a few new things this year. It's just, I'm excited about this new year, this new season I'm stepping into. So make sure you guys follow us. I just hired someone here at Good City that we're gonna be making the announcement. I got a beast on my team now, so I'm pretty much unstoppable now.
So excited. So excited.
Yo, but next time I need to come to y'all studios. I need to get to Atlanta, but this whole coronavirus thing is messing up the flag for everybody.
Butta P, listen, they ain't stopping us. We got Lysol all over the place. You can come whenever you ready.
I know that's right.
Listen, guys, make sure you guys are following Butta on all social media. And listen, for more info about the She Rises grant and Good City in general, go to goodcitymusic.com.
Of course, of
Yes,
course.
and if you're a dope female artist, hit me up. I'm looking for some females.
Come on, ladies. Come on. We have a place for you at the Good City, man. We've got you covered. But listen, Butta, you're such a motivation and to creatives, influencers, and of course, women. And we just know for a fact that, we wanted to have you as a female guest on the show, and we are so happy that you had an opportunity to be a part of it. But thanks again. And always know that you've got our support here on M&M Live Radio. We'll talk to you soon, okay?
Thank you, ladies. I appreciate you.
Of course, we love you so much, girl. Now, while our listeners go check out the She Rises grant and Good City, we're going to play some music for you right here, right now from Butta P's artists.
That's right. Here's Get Up by Kanata Small. Listen, it's March Motivation, so you're going to like this one. Turn this one all the way up, and we'll be right back. You're listening to You Already Know.
It's M&M Live Radio.